Miramar. I'm Tamara G, and welcome to the show today. We're going to start with our wonderful forecast for this Wednesday, January 9th. We are expecting partly sunny skies, a high today of about 79, but guess what? We're actually going to get a little cool front coming through South Florida. Tonight, the low is going to be about 50 degrees, so it's another chance for you to take out all of those jackets and boots because, you know, we don't get a chance to do that very much here in South Florida. So enjoy the weather while you can. Let's take a look at what's happening around the world. First of all, I guess we do have to say congratulations to the Clemson Tigers, national champs. I mean, they put it on Alabama Monday night, the college football playoff national championship game. So congratulations to them. Final score 44-16. And I believe they have a superstar in Trevor Lawrence. That is the quarterback for Clemson. Yeah, he's going to be a superstar. A new state law has taken effect right here in the state of Florida. It is expected to restore voting rights to more than 1 million people with felony convictions, and that's despite questions from state officials about its implementation. It seems that it was voted on in November. That would be Amendment 4. It was approved by nearly 65% of Florida voters in the November midterm election. So the new law, and this is what it says, voting rights shall be restored to those with felony convictions who complete all terms of their sentence, including parole or probation, except those convicted of murder or a felony sexual offense. So good news for a lot of those convicted felons. Meanwhile, a Florida federal judge will decide whether or not outgoing Republican Governor Rick Scott unfairly targeted the top elections official in one of the state's Democratic strongholds. Seems that attorneys for former Broward County election supervisor Brenda Snipes and Scott, they squared off for nearly 2 hours in federal court on Monday. Of course, she is wanting to get her job back. And listen to this, okay, Amazon CEO Jeff Bezos, we know him. He's from South Florida, went to school here. He has been the wealthiest person on the planet for more than a year now. Now his company, Amazon, is the most valuable company in the world. Jeff Bezos is taking over. It passed Microsoft Monday to take over the top spot. It is now worth, listen to these numbers, $810 billion, that's with a B, billion dollars. Microsoft is just worth a paltry $790 billion. But I mean, you know, give or take a billion or a million, who knows? But congratulations to Jeff Bezos for that. And congratulations to Sarah Thomas. The NFL official will make history again this weekend when she takes the field at Gillette Stadium. She will work the Los Angeles Chargers and New England Patriots matchup on Sunday to become the first female referee to officiate a playoff game in league history. She made history back in 2015 when she was hired by the NFL to become the first full-time female official in league history. Another female, Terry Valenti, is the NFL's first female instant replay official. She's going to work the Indianapolis Colts Kansas City Chiefs matchup on Saturday. That's marking her first postseason assignment. Meanwhile, I don't have a dog in either one of those fights or a horse in that race. It's all about the Dallas Cowboys. Go Cowboys. That's a look at what's happening around the world. When we come back, we've got a full show for you coming up. We're going to be talking about nutrition in South Florida. We've got a Flippany run, a 5K run, and we've got so much more. So stick around for that. We'll be right back. Good morning, Miramar. I'm your host, Tamara G. And again, don't forget to check us out on all of our social media. We're at City of Miramar. That's Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. And with me right now, we have Darlene Moppert. She is the program manager and a registered nutritionist from Broward County Public Schools Food and Nutrition Services. So welcome.
Thank you. I'm delighted to be here.
Let me tell you, you're very busy because you make sure our kids eat well in school.
Well, I work with a wonderful team, and together we produce close to 200,000 meals every day for our kids.
Wow, darling.
Breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Okay, so tell me a little bit about you and your background. It says that you are a registered nutritionist dietitian. Tell us
I'm
a
a
little
registered dietitian nutritionist. In the early part of my career, I spent as an administrator in healthcare programs, healthcare food service, and diabetes management programs, which was wonderful. But a few years back, I had the opportunity to come to Broward County Public Schools and work as their program manager for nutrition education and training. And in that role, I'm real involved in the marketing of school food service to get kids to eat more school lunch and school breakfast, to encourage that they see the cafeteria as a learning laboratory for good nutrition.
Okay.
And I also work in implementation of our district's wellness policy.
Okay, so now I'm just going to ask this question because It's been a long time since I've been in school.
Okay, okay.
Particularly
well, you
high
come
school.
lunch with us anytime. It's
I
wonderful.
will come and have lunch. But, you know, that was always, I love the cafeteria food, but there were some people who didn't. And I know that's one of the things that you guys work on is to, you know, make it to where the teens or the middle schoolers and the kids actually like to eat the food. So tell us, what are you guys doing about that?
Well, what we do is the most important thing to get kids to like school meals is to have their involvement. As much as we know what kids need to eat and what we might think they like to eat, that doesn't mean they like it. Kids have their own preferences, especially kids today.
Yeah, some of them want to eat chicken nuggets every day.
And so what we've started about 5 years ago is we do an annual food show.
Okay.
And we bring students in from a different middle school and a different elementary school every year to a high school. Next year, this year it'll be at Pompano Beach High School on January 18th. And what they'll have about 100 elementary and 100 middle school. They will have the opportunity to taste 30 to 35 new items that we hope to offer next year.
Awesome.
And
these kids have a lot of
they'll get to do things.
Pressure on
them. Get to do things like taste a new recipe that we want to implement with our Wellness in the Schools partners. Their chefs work with our production teams to help develop new, interesting, tasty recipes for kids. That'll be a southwestern chicken recipe, so we're really excited about that.
Okay.
We're also going to be tasting pierogies and some new breakfast items like cheese and egg sausage extravaganza.
Man, that sounds good.
They're all very good. We're trying to encourage more fish, so we have 2 new fish items: a pollock fish bite and fish sticks.
Okay.
We're bringing them back. The
one
thing,
fish sticks are coming back.
we want to recommend, what people to know is when you see something on Broward County Public Schools menus, those food items are healthy. They meet the dietary guidelines for Americans, meaning that they are low in fat, they're minimal, there's no sugar, and that they're good tasting, and that they're high fiber, or any breading or any bread products are all 100% whole grain in Broward County Public Schools. But we do the food shows to help us determine what recipes and what food items kids will actually like.
Right, exactly.
And when they come to the food show, they'll go to their stations, each of the 30 stations or so, and taste a small sample portion. They're going to have an iPad right at that station.
That they can say yes or no.
And they rate everything from awesome is the best, and then gross.
Okay.
And we do get a few grosses, and we're glad to know it now before we make a commitment that we're going to put it on next year's menu
and serve it to 200,000 students every day.
200,000 students, and it's not. We serve breakfast, lunch, and dinner. So, with our students, they are very particular, and if we're doing something and they don't like it, they vote with their pocketbooks.
Okay.
And they'll choose the next time it's on the menu. Oh no, I didn't like that pizza. And so we have to go back to the drawing board. But if we've made commitments, that's a little bit harder, because again, when you're purchasing food for 200,000 meals every day, you have to let your suppliers know in advance and make commitments to those items. And so we're real pleased to get our student input. And they like it too, because that's getting them in a fun way to be part of the democratic process early. They're getting to give their input on what they will be eating. And each year it's a different elementary school, a different middle school, and when they're giving that input, they're representing the students of all Broward County.
Oh, we can't wait. And let me tell you, I know that it is probably very hard for you every day, because now with so many kids having allergies and so many kids having things like that, you really have to be careful with what you choose to put on the menu.
We have registered dietitians on the team that work with parents if a child has a special allergy, and then we work with the manager at that school so that they know exactly what they can serve and what that child can eat. The school lunch experience is just so important that we don't want kids that just because they have an allergy, oh, bring your lunch. We want to be able to work with them, and we want mom and dad to feel secure that what their children are going to eat in school is what they're allowed. And when the child goes by our register to punch in their number, it's going to pop up if mom has indicated and sent in an allergy note. Uh-oh, Johnny can't have any milk or dairy.
So and Johnny has chocolate milk, a chocolate shake, and everything else.
And no chocolate shakes.
Yeah.
So the person who's checking that meal tray can make sure that his meal is compliant with whatever his special dietary needs are.
Okay. And you mentioned too about them eating in the cafeteria. I know that Broward County has a lot of kids that are on reduced or free lunch, and they get the same choices.
Everybody
as
gets the
everybody.
same. It doesn't matter. All cafeterias, and you can go on our website at browardsschools.com food service and check out the menu. All elementary schools are being served the same meals. All middle schools and our high schools are they're all served the same foods, no matter what your financial status is. And the great thing for parents to know is that if you apply for free and reduced price meals, and your child you're eligible, no one will know, because the system is so private that every child has a school lunch number. And parents who pay for their children's lunches go online and put the money online. And so when the child is punching in his school number every day, nobody knows whether money's coming out of the parent's account that they put money on, or whether that child has a free or reduced price meal status. So this is just a great opportunity for our kids to really, every child, to eat in Broward County Public Schools. And one of the things that's a good deal for all moms and dads is breakfast every day in every public school is free.
What?
And
Say that again.
Breakfast is, we call it universal breakfast.
Wow.
And so your child can get a free breakfast at school every day. And you know, one of the big deals with kids, it's not just a matter of not affording breakfast, but I know when I was a parent and I had young ones at home, it was a struggle to get them to eat everyday breakfast. And one of the reasons is a lot of times kids are just not ready to eat. They get out of bed, they get dressed, and now we got to get
6:30 in the morning.
And sometimes, and we did studies to look at that, and we found that sometimes it was just too early. So just got that extra little bit of time. By the time they get to school, they are hungry.
Okay.
And in our cafeterias, they can get egg type breakfast, whether it's one of the new items we're trying is this egg sausage extravaganza, which I can't wait to try.
You had me sold on that one already.
Yeah, that sounds, because you know, if we're serving it, it's low fat. And the sausage we're going to be using is going to be a low-fat sausage, so this completely meets those dietary guidelines. But our kids who want just the regular cereal and milk, we have that. We have yogurt parfaits for those that are interested in that. So there's lots of fun stuff. That and we do waffles, and we have pancakes, and so the kids really enjoy breakfast. And we just so encourage our parents to get your kids to come to school and eat breakfast every day.
And
give yourself a break.
Right. And give you a break.
And it gives you a break. You know they're eating a nutritious, balanced breakfast. And everybody needs that.
Yeah.
And so we know the kids that are hungry when they go to school or that haven't eaten, their performance on cognitive recall or remembering what they learned is a lot less than somebody that's had something to eat.
All right, so of course it will help them to do much better.
It helps us to achieve our goal of being part of the academic environment and affecting student achievement. So please encourage your kids to come for breakfast. If they don't want to come for breakfast, and you just get them to eat before they come to school. And that's the main thing, that kids eat breakfast every day.
Sounds good. And then of course this this food show that is going to be on January 18th, that's going to be at Pompano
Beach High School, yes.
And we are looking forward to seeing the results.
I'm
going to have you come back and tell us whether that sausage extravaganza
if your schedule permits you, please stop by. And you can taste. We don't let the adults vote though, because we don't want their thoughts figuring. You can just tell us what you think on the items.
I'll eat all of this, don't worry about it.
Yeah, the kids taste and they're very impressed. And what's great for us is in real time, within a day or two, we'll have the results as to what items were good, and that we can do some pilot testing the rest of the school year, and they likely are to make the menu next year or not. And just to mention, I can't remember if it was last year or the year before, but our kids tasted a vegetable blend that was edamame, which is soybeans. And you know, I'm thinking, no, the kids aren't going to like this. They loved it, and it's now a regular on Broward County Public Schools menus, and the kids are enjoying it. And that's one of our big promotions, is to get the kids to eat more fruits and vegetables.
And you never know what you might like, kids.
Yes, yes. And so we're putting them in this fun way to taste it. And they're part of the decision-making process, and that's great.
That's awesome. Well, thank you so much for coming, Darlene.
I'm
Darlene
delighted.
Moppert, thank you.
Thank you.
She is the program manager, and she's a registered nutritionist and dietitian from Broward County Public Schools Food and Nutrition Services. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Great to be with you today.
Thank you. Good morning, Miramar. I'm your host, Tamara G. And again, don't forget to check us out on all of our social media We are right there at the City of Miramar at Facebook, Twitter, Instagram at City of Miramar. And speaking of City of Miramar, this young lady next to me is no stranger to the City of Miramar because she is one of our commissioners in the City of Miramar, Commissioner Darlene Riggs. Welcome to the show again.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
No
Always
problem.
happy to be here.
And I'm so happy you're here because this is the third year for the Candlelight Vigil for victims of Haiti earthquakes. Mm-hmm. You've been doing this for 3 years now. Mm-hmm. Tell us, of course, we know everybody is welcome, but tell us why this is so important to you.
You know, it's good to come together and remembrance, but I always want to do more than just that. So this is a gospel concert on the anniversary of the earthquake that took place in Haiti in 2010. It's not only a gospel concert, but I'm also highlighting some organizations that are truly doing great things in Haiti. And that's important too, because some folks are hesitant to support certain organizations with reasons. So I want to let them know which ones that I know for a fact are doing great things in the city, in Haiti. I personally have gone to Haiti and seen, for example, Bike for Haiti. I've seen the orphanages, I've seen the schools that they've built from Bike for Haiti, from the funds that they raise. Primary Care Haiti is another great organization that goes to Haiti and goes to the hospitals and educate. So it is a night to remember, but it's also with a purpose.
Right. And when you and I were talking off camera, hard to believe that it's been 9 years. It just seems like, wow, time waits for no one.
Right.
And the restoration of Haiti is still going on from these earthquakes.
Right, because there's been so many. Mother Nature just hasn't been, very kind, and of course there are some other issues. So anything, anybody can do to assist. And I would also say be vigilant and vet, the organizations that you're supporting. And that's why that night I want to highlight the organizations that I know for sure from personal experience are doing great things. So it's going to be a night to remember. It's a gospel concert, and we have some great folks with us. We have Mecca, aka Grimo, who's hosting with me. We have Fritz Nell. He's going to do mostly the Creole French music, gospel. We have Javen, who's a recording artist. Yes, Pastor Javen. We have, remember Eddie Gunther was there last year, and he did amazing. People are still asking, who's that? So
well, Eddie's coming back.
Yes, he sure is. So I'm hoping it's a great night. And at the end, that very last song we do with the candles, we're having that again. That is so heartfelt and so memorable. And it's good to remind, we shouldn't forget.
Right.
We shouldn't forget. So that'll be the purpose.
And then I know too, it's a free event, so that's a good thing. But you do ask for donations as well to be given to these organizations that you are supporting.
Absolutely. And I have a Haiti relief effort because I started, through resolution through the city. And from my account in the city, I've opened an account called Haiti Relief where $300 from every paycheck goes toward that account to help children go to school, to help, and we don't just help Haiti, although, I'm Haitian American, very proud. We help the Dominican Republic. Anyone that reaches out and we're able to help, we help out. So we're family. So it's good to share and to assist whenever possible.
All right, so even though it is a free event and it's a great gospel concert, it's going to be at the Shirley Branca Park, that's 6900 Miramar Parkway. We would love for you to donate as well. Are you just taking monetary donations, or are you doing food or water or any of that stuff as well, or monetary is easiest?
Monetary is easiest. We do, we will have food there, so folks, whatever you buy, a small percent will go towards Haiti Relief. And if anyone can help out too, like I said, I have an account called Haiti Relief, and I'm very transparent. You can go on the website. I'm big on that.
Yes,
so you can see everything that's being done. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to go on me. But we have Bike for Haiti, we have Primary Care Haiti, and Pastor Fafa's another one, has a great orphanage in Haiti that through Shalom, that he does great work. So, and I've vetted these folks and making sure that everything they say that they're doing, they're actually doing.
Wow,
that's
awesome.
Important.
Right. And so with, obviously as a commissioner and wanting to, make sure that the residents of Miramar are taken care of, and a lot of them may have family that are in Haiti as well. But, you can tell she's dressed, she's coming from work, going to work as a nurse. When you went over there, you saw firsthand, like you said, some of the things that are happening. Your professional view, will there be a time when it will be okay again in Haiti?
Oh, God willing, that is the hope and the prayer. But it's going to take everyone to come together and to just think about each other. So it's more than just, Mother Nature, it's government. So it's a little bit of everything. So that is my prayer and my hope that because Haiti really was like paradise. It truly was. So God willing, we go back to being a paradise where folks used to just come on vacation.
They would come to Haiti to vacation,
exactly, because it truly was like paradise. So God willing, that is my hope.
Right. And but as a nurse, like we were saying, when you go there and you know that possibly they don't have clean running water or they don't have an infrastructure to treat wounds and things, because again, even though it's been almost 10 years, there's still the aftermath of the earthquakes.
Absolutely. The mission trip we did recently with Oasis Church in HANA, the Haitian American Nursing Association, we went from Thursday, we worked Friday, Saturday, and we came back on Monday. Between that weekend, we saw almost 1,000 patients and a lot of sick individuals. We went to Jacmel. The children, a lot of them, had lice. There were some folks with diseases that we knew there was nothing we could do. Yeast infection, we needed a lot of antibiotics. So we've made a lot of connection with pharmacies for medication. That was one of the biggest things. So that's the other thing. If there are companies out there who have those things to donate, please don't hesitate. I can promise you that these things are being utilized the way they're supposed to be utilized. Nobody's profiting from it. That I make sure of, because as long as I'm involved in it, that's my goal and my job. So there's still a lot of work that needs to be done, and it's very sad. We go there because we're professionals, we're tough, we're strong emotionally, but afterwards it really hits you hard. That's when it's like you can't hold the emotion once we're back home. And
some of this stuff is very easy to fix. It's just that they may not have the medicine for it.
Exactly.
Yeast infections, you can get that over the counter here.
Absolutely. So we need a lot of those donations, antibiotics, antihypertensive, and my goodness, and some patients stay in your mind forever. There's a young man literally burning with a fever, and I touch him, I'm like, wow, just it breaks your heart. It really does. It really does.
Well, if you are a company out there and you do have any of those things to donate, the antibiotics or any type of first aid, please contact Commissioner Riggs' office. You can always go on our website, MiramarFL.gov, and you can look under commission and find out all of her information. We would love for you to come. I'm going to show this right now, Andy, here. This is going to be happening coming up this Saturday. This is the 12th, January the 12th, and it's going to be from 6 to 9 p.m. at Shirley Branca Park. That is 6900 Miramar Parkway in historic Miramar. So please come out. It is a free event. We would also love for you to donate while you're there. They will be passing the plate, as we say, and so you can help in all of this. So please definitely come out this coming Saturday, January 12th, Shirley Branca Park, 6900 Miramar Parkway. And for any information, or if you would like to speak with Commissioner Riggs on this, you can call her office, speak with her aides, and again, you can go there at MiramarFL.gov. Thank you so much, Commissioner Riggs.
Thank you for having me.
We will have you back again soon.
Absolutely. Looking forward to that.
Sounds good. And that's it for Good Morning Miramar today. We certainly appreciate you joining us. I'm your host, Tamara G., and we'll see you next week.